Hey there. Sorry, I'm a couple seconds late. I need to know how the audio is because Camille said the audio um, was not working so well. She'll be here in a minute. She was here, but she was telling me that the volume was bad, so I'm waiting to see. It's not showing in the live, is it? Why is it not showing? Is it going? It says it's going. I don't know. So, is my volume good? Can't even tell if anybody's here. It won't let me. Okay. I'm just having all kinds of issues. I'm trying Restream, and now I'm wondering if that is the problem. Okay, I think.
After a few weeks of searching,
I apologize. That was Bridget. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me, Camille?
It's like super low, but it's my phone because
Okay.
when I went on the live on my tablet, I could hear you just fine.
Okay. So I'm going to have to. Oh, there's Bridget. Yes, and I accidentally just played a little bit of your piggy video, Bridget. I'm going to have to be looking at my phone to see what's going on, but I'm working on this corner to corner, and Camille is working on a mystery animal, correct? That everybody thinks is an owl? Oh no, where's my hook? I just found it. There it is. So this is my basketball. Let me show you what that it looks like. Oh, hey Michelle, how's this sound to you? Okay, Camille's still. She's not hearing. Remember when we were streaming together and I couldn't hear her? Now we're trying Restream because I was out of StreamYard hours. So we're trying a different product, which you can see up in the corner instead of StreamYard. It says Restream. Hey, Chef Lori. Wasn't sure if you were at work today or not. I'm going to be working on the C2C. I needed another black bobbin because, I need all the bobbins all down in this corner. That's going to be a good time. All right, that almost took a dive, but it was clipped, so it's all right. Me and my, as my daughters would call it, trash projects. Sounds good today. Okay, so I am using that microphone. Oh, you can't quite see it. That microphone right there. There we go. You are technically, I'm at the camera's on the other side from me. So the sound is good. Oh, let me see if Camille is here. Nope, not yet. So she's having trouble with, she can't hear me on her phone, but remember the time I couldn't hear her at all on my phone? And so then I went and got my Bluetooth earbuds. It was this set right here. and then it was fine. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. All right. So the project I am working on is this right here. You can see I'm, a good chunk of the way. Let me turn off the brightness. Hold on. I'll turn down the brightness, I should say. All right. So it's this one through Stitch Fiddle that I designed the other night on the live with Chef Lori. And I think it looks decent. I've moved things just a little bit, and I think it's more proportional. It doesn't look so weird down in this yellow corner. Anything that's yellow I've already done. So anyway, that's what I'm working on, and I needed to add this bobbin that will be my first corner at the bottom. So I'm going to have to be looking at my phone for that. So, hey, pal, I'm glad to hear that the sound is good. Like I said, when I use this microphone, it seems like it massively improves the sound quality. The film quality is decent. And again, this was a pretty cheap webcam that I'm using here. I have it kind of twisted and turned. My diamond painting is under this. If I decide I'm annoyed with this and I want to move to diamond painting, I probably want to only do 2 hours because I'm having a little bit of, I guess, struggle, I guess would be the right word, with like just time management. And I have a video that I'm trying to put up, Yarn Management Monday. It's all my big yarn. So, oh, you got a yarn bobbin. Yay, pow. It can really help, right? So I'm having to add another bobbin. You certainly don't need formal yarn bobbins, but they are nicer than, like I've used toilet paper rolls, which is fine. You know, wrap your yarn around it and clip it. Works fine. But the plastic, the firm plastic is a little nicer. So this we'll have to undo. Holy moly, I've got stuff tangled around I have moved this around 4 times or 5 times today. So part of the issue today is me. All right. All right, there's Camille. Let me put her on the stage with us. Oops. I click in the wrong place and it doesn't, it gets mad. Okay, there we go. There's Camille's eyes watching us.
How is that?
You're good. You're good for me.
Okay. This camera doesn't sound funky.
There's a tiny bit of echo, but it's fine. I don't know. What does it sound to like to y'all? Pal got a yarn bobbin.
How about this one? Is this better?
That's actually more echoey.
Why is it echoing now?
Is it because I have you on my computer? It shouldn't. I'll turn you way down. I don't know how to see the chat here. Let's see if I can. Oh, I found it. Hooray. Now I can use your hooray. Hand ping. Okay. Okay. Funny. This is funny. So I finally found the chat here in Restream. And everyone that put like one of these pink hands, it literally says hand pink waving hand. Yeah. Instead of showing the emoji or emoticon or whatever the heck they're called. Anyway, I think that's hilarious. All right. So this only got tangled like this because I moved this project around like a million times today. So don't get discouraged or scared by that. It's just Lori problems. It's fine. So I'm just trying to get it set because I have all this color changing is down in this corner. And then I don't have any issues. I was just talking about the time I was on with you and I couldn't hear, and so I had to go to Bluetooth earbuds, and then it was fine.
I don't have any Bluetooth earbuds.
Oh, you don't have any? Okay.
But I wonder if that's where so am I echoing still?
It's tiny. It's the tiniest bit. At least to me, it's only a tiny bit. It's like not enough to even be a problem to me, in my opinion. All right. So I'm going to put that back on. Put that on there.
Hey, Bridget. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Chef.
Oh, I'm all the way at the other end, aren't I? Wait a second. Okay, I need to look at my pattern again. I might be at the other end, in which case I need to be in a different spot. Making a bunny. What kind of bunny would you be doing? Like a fluffy, like blankety yarn, or plushy yarn, or like just regular 4-way yarn? Oh yeah, I'm up at the top, so I don't need that black bobbin yet. So I detached all of those for no reason. Let me actually move them to where they go then. I won't need that for a minute. So I mark with a red dot there. That's where I needed to start. And that's at the top, not the bottom. My brain had
What
it.
did that say? Restarted what?
Where at?
Something popped up. I don't. Something popped up. I don't know what it said. I'm trying to get used to this new
Yeah, the
platform.
restream. Yeah,
It
chats.
seems pretty similar, but I don't know what the screen just said. I don't know if that was something for me or
Yeah, because I was looking away from the computer, so I don't know.
it was a big
And
orange thing that
did
popped
you?
up.
Oh, big orange thing. Did you find the chat?
Yeah, but
Okay,
I'm doing the chat.
on your phone. Oh, your sound just disappeared, or at least for me. Like completely, I can't hear anything.
Oh, what does it say? Restarted communication.
There you go. Okay.
Device unexpectedly stopped.
Oh,
So I think that that's what's going on. I'm going computer, speakerphone, one or twice. Is that okay like that?
yes, it is.
Okay. I need to but there's no rebooting. It plugs in and unplugs, but I already did that. So I'm thinking that I've probably just dropped this camera enough that I've probably messed up the mic and I'm just using my laptop mic, but if it sounds fine, then we're good.
Okay. Yeah, no, it sounds fine. I mean, it sounds slightly more distant, but that's fine.
I mean, I am more distant from it because it's the computer that's on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like 2 foot further away. So I'll just talk loud. How's that?
Yeah, there you go. Well, I knock things off my table here for a second. Okay. I have 2 bobbins under here. I shouldn't have had it underneath here. All right, because I'm going to need that orange bobbin too. So I'm going to be adding 2 more bobbins. Please, again, as a designer, if I was actually a professional designer, I would do things a lot differently. And if I wasn't doing it like fast, that would help too. I need one more clippy because I didn't consider about positioning and like all these color changes in one section. If I would put them more midway, it would be not so annoying, things like that. If I was like a professional designer, those are things. If I take the time, like the honeycomb, I really took the time to make sure that was a good design. So things were designed to be a lot more straightforward than what I'm doing here. Okay. I'm off screen. Sorry, a little bit trying to deal with my yarn here. There we go. All right. So I need to do a whole bunch of these, and I won't say a number because in case you're out there counting, go ahead and put in the chat if you're working on something. Okay, so yes. Yes, that is exactly what I was asking. Pal, thank you for thinking the same.
Are you guys ready now to eat?
I
I
got
can to the side. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So again, I'm doing half double crochet corner to corner. This is a roving yarn, so you can see it's kind of thicker there. And to get my fabric denser, instead of going in here, which will create a nice little hole if you want that, but I'll go underneath here, kind of close that up on the third one. So that's just a me thing. I've never seen that anywhere. I'm sure it's out there. It's just how I do it.
Well,
I don't
look
see
over
it.
there on your side table.
All right. Okay, well, I bought that pattern.
Yes, that sounds so cute.
I bought a pattern, y'all, for I don't know if it was an alligator or a crocodile. I know there's a difference in an alligator and a crocodile, but I don't know what it is.
Something with their snouts, I think.
Yeah. So I got that, and the pattern looks like it's a nice, straightforward, good written pattern. I think I'm going to use this Ferris wheel imaginary garden for the alligator because I don't have enough to make anything else, and it might look kind of cool.
Yeah, that might give it a real scaly look. That could be wonderful.
And although I'm not quite loving this octopus that I'm doing, I do like this variegation, this look
Yeah.
given, and I'm kind of thinking that Ferris wheel will do the same thing.
Yeah.
Secret
That's what
project
this
for
does.
everyone.
And alligators are native to North America, right? And not anywhere else?
That's what I'm telling you. I know there's some difference with alligators and crocodiles, but I don't know enough to tell you, yeah, that's it. I don't know.
We've probably got some Southerners here that may or may not have eaten alligator before. I've had alligator one time. I don't remember where I was at.
I like
But-
alligator.
Yeah, it tasted. I do remember it tasting, even though everybody says everything tastes like chicken, it had more flavor than that. But
Mhm.
I think you have to make sure it's from I don't know,
It
ethically
tasted
sourced
gamey.
or something. I don't know.
I mean, it was good, but it tasted like, it's been in a swamp.
Gamey, yeah, gamey but in a different way than like deer taste gamey. I like elk, but I do not care for deer.
Mm-mm.
I've had a lot of hunter friends. That's a very common thing in Colorado.
Yeah, you got to cook deer just right, or it's tough, I think.
Yeah. Now, I've never personally eaten this, but antelope out here, there are licenses for them because they, are a little bit, for lack of a better word, a little bit invasive, and their population gets overgrown really easily. I've heard that's so much even more gamey than deer. So my dad, he only bow and arrow elk hunted. He felt like that was the only, to him, that was the only fair, quote unquote, fair fight.
Yeah.
But then my stepmom was very much an animal advocate, I guess we'll say it that way. Not a vegetarian or a vegan or anything. She wasn't at quite that level, but he stopped hunting at all, which was fine. It's not like he loved doing it.
Yeah.
But you grew up in Colorado. I only recently found this out too. He grew up they had a chicken farm on their property.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was from egg to slaughter. He did all the different steps. So he had
I don't have a problem with hunting as long as you eat it.
Ethically, and that you're eating it, not game hunting, right?
Yeah, just as long as you eat it, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. and that it's not endangered and you are
Well,
legally
yeah,
all the things.
that too. I feel like most hunters that I know, they're gonna eat it.
Absolutely.
Whatever they catch or kill, they're gonna eat it. But I have seen or known people that just did it because, yeah.
For a trophy, for lack of a better word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew somebody that had a little bit of a dilemma when they have antelope tags, because you know how the hunting tags work.
Yeah.
Apparently, antelope are very easy to hunt. So this guy he got his antelope, but the problem was the bullet went through that antelope and killed a second antelope.
Oh, well,
He
that's
only had one tag. So I think they just had to kind of work. I mean, it was obviously not on purpose. I don't think you could do that on purpose, but yeah. So yeah, I don't remember. I think somebody else had a tag and they just had to use their tag or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like they did, again, it's not like they did anything unethical or like, it's just a weird freak situation.
It's like
Like-
whoa, though.
Right? The chances are
He won.
minuscule.
He won hunting that day, I guess.
Right? Because I don't think I'm confident that would never happen with an elk. This is thin, so I'm going to do an extra one here.
Hunting.
Because they're just, first of all, they're just too big, but also they don't stand in a way that would ever happen, I don't think. Because I think antelope, like they kind of stand together like that because it sort of creates camouflage for them.
Yeah.
So
I've
in
never
this particular case, that was a problem.
I've never eaten antelope.
I hadn't eaten it either. I just know what I've heard. That those folks said that it was very, very gamey. They also had bear tags. They went up to Alaska and did bear, and they said that meat was not yummy, very greasy.
Yeah, I couldn't
like a
imagine.
pork.
It didn't look like that would be good meat.
No, because they have to have all that fat and depending on when your licenses are, like they might be just going into winter, or I don't know when the license was. It's been too long ago. But yeah, but they said, nah, we wouldn't do it again because they are not game hunters. They are not or sport hunters. They are food hunters, and if you don't like the meat, why kill the animal?
Right. Now I'm only hunting with my camera. Bridget said, I love bow hunting. Now only hunting with my camera.
There you go. Yes. So my younger daughter went to University of what Megan's saying there. My younger daughter went to University of Wyoming to study. Well, her degree was wildlife biology and fishery management. Now she was doing it because she was thinking, she would either work at a zoo or, maybe be a park ranger or something like that. Well, she did get a park ranger job pretty much right out of college, seasonal summer. But I'm about to have to mute my mic here for a second.
Did you say Megan? I don't see Megan in the chat.
You don't see? Oh, sorry, Chuck. My gosh.
Okay, right on. I was like, wait a minute, is this thing playing tricks on me again?
That was a brain fart. Like,
Okay.
yeah, this is why I will have limited time. I was just telling my husband, I think I need to get something for my computer screen to blue light block or something because I was editing today and now I like my eyes. I don't feel like I can see.
No.
I do that.
Love you, babe.
See you in the morning.
See you in the morning. Well, I'll probably still be asleep, but you know. He's off to work to take care of the hoodlums. Scary. But anyway, my youngest daughter, so she went to do that, and she had such strong anti-hunting feelings before going, but she learned so much about like how important it is to the animal populations because of human population growth, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and us like minimizing predators. So it creates like a case where we have to be the predators because we've eliminated predators, and for the animal population, it actually causes them disease if they get overpopulated. And anyway, so yeah, she learned a lot. She said it was interesting because there were so many people in the program that wanted to be game wardens, and it's like absolutely that's something she never would want to do, even though she learned about the values of the hunting. But yeah, so and then she informed. Now she works at the Botanic Gardens, which is totally not at all related. But she did kind of have an ecology. I think she was one class short of an ecology major. So, but yeah, it was a good education. She got a good education there. It was cheaper for her to go out of state to Wyoming than if she had gone. If she had gone to school in Colorado. It's crazy. I mean, and it's about a 2-hour drive from where we live to, well, 2.5. I lived in a different place when she was going to school up there, and she got to research bats.
That's cool.
All right, Long Cool. I'll just call you all the different names. How's that sound?
Like my mama used to do.
Yes. Chuck is right on track though about yes, it's all our fault and hunting is a necessity. Because we've removed predators. But what was I interrupting myself with? I don't even know. Oh, who knows?
I've been crocheting all day.
Yeah, I'm so jealous. This is like the first time I've actually been able to crochet today.
Is it? Because
I was doing a yarn management video for tomorrow morning. It'll be up for you, Chuck. I know you watch them in the morning. It was taking let's see if it's uploaded yet. Probably not, because it said 2 hours. Yeah, it still says 45 minutes remaining before that stupid thing is uploaded. In order for me to, okay, see you in a sec, pal. Let me actually clarify, Chuck. I will call you all the nice names.
Pal's saying they're back. Not
Pal. Oh, you're back. I didn't realize you had gone. Oh my gosh. I am sorry. Oh, my brain. I was saying I think I need a blue light blocker on the actual computer screen, because I feel like that's what's giving me a headache, is actually looking at the computer screen. And I mean, the ring lights aren't helping, but like tonight, because it's up behind this camera, it's higher. So, and I'm not looking at it, so that it's not bothering me near as much. Okay, I think I have to add my third bobbin of orange here. I think. Let me look at my pattern. Come on. All right. Yes. I have to do orange, then another orange, and then a black, which I already have. So I'm going to end up with 3 oranges and 3 blacks all clipped in this little tiny area. Yes, poor design on my part. But, oh well. Where did I put that new orange bobbin? So I've got to bring in another bobbin. But you were talking about you've been crocheting all day. Have you been like alternating what you've been crocheting?
Me?
Yeah.
Mostly I've been crocheting this octopus.
Mostly that guy.
I
Okay.
didn't have very much of the first one done when I started at noon today, and now I have 2 more legs. I've got 3 total legs done and almost a 4th one.
Nice.
So 4 more, and I had to do some research where this yarn came from, and I found it. I'm probably going to have to buy more because I think that, oh, well, some of that was hidden. Maybe I'll get enough legs out of this, I hope.
So is that what you like, the head part? Is it done? Or is that the head and body, or is that just the head, or
It's the head and body. It's like
that's
this.
okay. So you just need to get the legs now.
It's
Are you
this
doing,
and
does it
the-
have tentacles or no?
These are supposed to be the tentacle legs, whatever.
Okay, oh, suckers. They don't are you doing
Uh-uh.
suction cups? No.
No, it doesn't ask for them. It's a
Okay.
very basic octopus.
Okay, so different than
Not anything close to like what Ingrid was, right?
right. Or like, let me find it.
Curling for the Olympics.
I will find
Researching
it.
Irish crochet. Go keep the brain active. Went to Joann's and bought a lot of yarn. Plan to make cats, frogs, bunnies. You will probably in my week of crochet video coming soon. Awesome.
What kind of which of the Joanne yarn do you use for your for your amis?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to find. I know I have pictures of it. Okay, where are you? Darn it.
But I did work on my blanket like I did like a row. Not even a row. I did have to switch out. Yeah, I didn't ever answer your question. So mainly I worked on the octopus, but I had to switch out.
But you needed a little break, yeah.
And I mean, I didn't sit here the whole entire since noon and crochet, but I would say like 80% of my day has been spent crocheting. For sure.
Wow. That's nice. I used to have those days. I hardly ever have those days now.
I did some dishes, played with the grandson for a little while. Was on live.
So that, well, I knock stuff down because that's how I do. That's the octopus hat, and it curls like that because of the little suckers that are on there.
I think that would have looked better on here.
Suckers?
Like the curling stuff.
So, yeah, so how you do it is like you, in essence, like you use a smaller hook and you pull really tight. Oh, you can really see it here.
Yeah, I've done that before.
So there you can see it. With the little, and guess what those suckers are? Popcorn stitches.
Mm-hmm.
Lights turn on. Oh, hi, Michael. Oh, I am so sorry you're in so much pain. I saw that. Sadly, I understand. I mean, it's different. Mine's in my head, so to speak, but not in my head. I am working on a corner to corner that I designed. I hope you're doing. I can't crochet that much. 80% is a lot. Okay.
Hey, Michael. Yeah, that sucks being in pain.
When it keeps you from being able to do what you want to do, that's when it frustrates me. With migraine pain, it's a different. It's like as long as I can just go about my day and just kind of ignore the pain, great. But if I have to kind of if it keeps me from being able to function or keeps me from being able to do something I want, it just makes me angry, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I hear you use a lot of these bobbins. What kind of yarn bobbins do you use, Michael? I'm curious. Because I know, Pal, what kind of yarn bobbins did you get? Oh, hi, Dorothy. Dorothy ... We like that.
Hello, Dorothy.
Clip these back on. So it's out of the way. And I dropped my hook. Where's my big clamp? I don't know. I'll steal a different big clamp for that.
Oh.
All right. Gotta go down here for
How
my...
often do you have to get that, Michael?
Oh, yeah. Some people, that's like the only thing that helps, right? All right. To the side of my head there. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm going to need that bobbin here in a minute. Oh, there's my hook. So you don't use bobbins at all. You just make little tiny cakes. Okay.
Where do I get bobbins at? I mean, I guess I can get them off of Amazon, but
I'm sure like Joanne or Michael's or one of those type places. Walmart might even.
really,
So it's hard plastic like this, pal. And did you just get one or did you get a set like this? I used to do the cakes, but I'm doing enough color changes with C2C that I decided I needed something more substantive. Okay, that's the next orange. Here's
there's time with the infusion till they can.
okay.
Gotcha.
Yes, cardboard. You can do it out of cardboard. I've used toilet paper rolls. I've done all that. I've definitely done all
Oh, that's what I can do with that Amazon box. I can just cut that thing up and make
Yep.
bobbins.
And what you want to do when you do that is make sure it has like maybe a little slit in it so you can like pull the tail or the end of the yarn when it's not attached through there. Maybe that's what that's for. I'm not sure.
So I
Still
can
haven't quite figured
make
that
it
out.
just like embroidery floss bobbins.
Exactly.
All right, gotcha.
Exactly.
I
Yes,
wonder
great idea. Thank you.
What's the best thing to cut apart a cardboard box? I'm not in the business of cutting cardboard boxes. I need to get like a
Yeah, I'm
like
so
a
sorry.
box cutter blade. Like, will that cut accurate enough to make bobbins? I wonder.
Now, Bridget's talking about, well, what did you ask if what would be enough for bobbins?
Do I just get a box cutter to cut the box up?
Oh yeah, that would work.
It'll be
Exactly
accurate
my
enough to
box.
cut shapes of bobbins.
Yeah, that would work.
Huh. CRPS. What is CRPS exactly? Chronic.
I know it's a nerve condition, but I don't know much more. Oh, I pulled it.
What's that?
What am I doing? Yeah, that's right. I'm having some special problems. All right. And then I need to attach that bobbin. Okay, where's that orange bobbin? All right. Attach to the back. Definitely get some of these little clips or something too. But I got these from Dollar Tree, so.
On the go.
Oh, shoot. Did I just pull? I did. Oh, that's right. Oh, jeez. Yes, don't do this to yourself. Use pre-designed corner crafts or design it better so that you're not having 5 million color changes all in the same section.
Complex regional pain syndrome, degenerative nerve condition. Oh, I know
Oh, because it's so painful. Is that why it's called that? Because it's so painful.
Mm.
Ugh. I'm so sorry, Michael. That's rough.
I think it's a common. YouTube doesn't allow.
Ugh.
I don't actually know what word he's talking about, but
do you want me to text you?
If you want.
I will text it to you because we can't see it on YouTube.
There's a word we can't say on YouTube.
Oh, there's lots of words you shouldn't say on.
I guess I haven't said any of them, or they would have gotten me.
Well, that's why people will use initials. I'll use an initial example like SA. They won't say the words.
Huh.
And this word that's coming to you, it's another one you aren't supposed to say on YouTube. Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Okay. Gotta carry this up.
Really?
Yeah. Yep, you're not supposed to say that word. For a few reasons. I think ultimately for good reasons, but also it makes like communicating people come up with other ways to say the word. So is it really? I don't know.
So what's the point?
I mean, ultimately it is better because of what was happening related to that word. But yes. Anyway, yes, that's one. And then, there's a couple. There's a lot of crimes that you aren't allowed to say as well.
A lot of crimes?
Yes. Like a crime that starts with the letter R.
Uh-huh.
No, you're not supposed to say that.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you're not supposed to say the crime that starts with M unless it's like a true crime.
But if it's a true crime podcast, you can.
Yeah. But you can't like M somebody.
Right. Yeah, so there's lots. I mean, I've been watching enough YouTubers for enough time that I've kind of learned some of these little things that, it's okay to say that, but not that. Yeah.
So
the essay is the most common.
One of those, even if you were telling your story, your life story, and you used one of those words, they would get onto you?
Red rum rugs and grape. Yeah, grape. Yeah, grape is a really common one. Yes, I covered that as quickly as I can. Yes, I do know that you can talk about your own personal story, and there's a certain amount of freedom of speech, but freedom of speech, it's not, we do not own YouTube. Therefore, they can set the standards
Correct.
Some of it is your own standards, and
Okay.
some of it is monetization standards. Actually, most of it is monetization standards.
Yeah.
They will just downright take your video down if you show a pew pew, if you know what I mean.
Well, good.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
I say good for that one, but I mean, I don't want to get into a whole thing. But I didn't realize, like, I guess I don't tend to talk about that stuff. But however, if I was to ever say anything about my life story, it's like, really, they would censor me for that, huh?
Yeah, you'd be. Well, I mean, they wouldn't necessarily censor you, but they would probably demonetize you if you were at that point.
Huh. Okay.
That's why, like, okay, like Emily Baker.
Uh-huh.
That also depends if someone decides to report you. Yes, exactly, Michael. That's
Gotcha.
exactly the issue.
I gotcha.
TikTok's rules are entirely different.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yes, grape is the common. Grapes that make wine. I'm over enunciating a little bit and kind of being a little bit facetious. But yeah, like it's best if you say, again, for monetization purposes, I don't even think there would be a thing like if you said DV instead of like saying what those words stand for. I don't know. It's just YouTubey things. If
Uh-huh.
you do want to talk about your own experiences and what you've been through,
Uh-huh.
I would definitely research
What's allowed?
what the lines are. Yeah, because I only know from watching other YouTubers like Emily Baker. She'll say at the beginning of something, "Hey, lots of trigger warnings, and also this is going to be demonetized and it's covered by our sponsors because I know I'm going to have all these things that are going to be talked about in here that are
Gotcha.
not that would get demonetized." But I do know somebody that was really, really ignorant and posted a pew pew,
Mm-hmm.
made some stupid statement about the pew pew, and yeah, that video was taken down like
Yeah.
in no time flat.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even like the person wasn't even like making a violent statement, but I appreciate that is something that they did not even mess around with.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it does have the other side effect because there's people that like could be teaching you important information. Chuck, that is wild to me, but I know that's true. Yeah. 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 So when we upload, yes. So Michael, you, who did you go to ask the questions? Yes, with the pew pew, I think you would get potentially an FBI visit too. That's just me thinking. I don't know if that's true, but Michael, I'd love to know who did you ask when you're saying you asked a lot of questions, because getting monetized is like, I'm a long ways off, but I know Camille is headed that direction sooner rather than
I
later.
read a lot of this stuff, but I guess I didn't
You didn't realize those little pieces,
realize that there were certain
certain topics, I guess is the best way of saying it. But you can
I
talk
didn't-
about the topic as long
I
as you don't
didn't-
use the word.
I didn't interpret what I read as I couldn't say those words if I like if I was telling a story or
And that could be
if I was
true.
talking about myself, or like I get I kind of read all that as like blatant negative. I don't know. I guess I just
Yeah, well, I mean,
I didn't quite interpret it the way it sounded like I probably shouldn't use those words at all.
well, and I
Unless I'm
think
okay.
there can be contexts where it's perfectly fine
Right.
but then you have to include trigger warnings and different stuff from what I understand. Again, it's all what I'm hearing from other YouTubers that talk about sensitive topics, not
Like if I want that
from my
video
own experience.
monetized, I should not talk about that.
Probably, well, that you could, but then that particular video would not be monetized.
Gotcha.
If that makes more sense. That's the way I understand it. Again, I only know what I hear from other YouTubers, not
so many rules.
so many rules. But again, yes, we have freedom of speech, but freedom of speech has limitations, and YouTube owns YouTube, so YouTube can make
YouTube
its
makes the
rules as far as what speech is allowed and what speech is not allowed. And I think that is a hard thing for some people to kind of recognize or acknowledge that line. But that gets really political, so we can stop talking about that. So this point that I'm making is for one of my former students is having a baby, and I designed this. I designed this corner to corner, but again, if I was an actual designer, if I was an actual designer, there's a lot of things I would have done differently. Like, have you seen how many color changes I've just done? I've already done 1, 2, 3.
No, I've been looking at mine, but they probably saw the color changes.
Yeah, that's who I'm tacking to in that regard. I just did 4 color changes. Yes, that's correct, Lightstar. That's correct. Yeah, I have my channel as a freedom of speech only. Yep, from the government. Yes, that's exactly right, Michael. Yeah. Yes. Right, Chuck. You. If you share a story somewhere, you can find ways to clean it up so you can still share your story. Give them an ending. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not wanting to share my story. I was just like, that's what popped into my head.
Right.
Like, I already shared everything I want to share, probably.
I mean, I shared little bits about my ex-husband without actually sharing anything.
Right.
But everybody understood what I was saying. Not just to clarify, no DV. I'm just going to be really clear. There was absolutely no DV in my life. Because I don't want that to get taken out of context right here. I would never know. But there were some things. He did some questionable things. Make some questionable choices. Maybe that's the way to do it. But no, nothing against me. Nothing against our children. I'll add that in there too.
I didn't think she wanted that in there, but I wasn't sure. Thank you, Bridget, I guess. Did you see that, Lori?
No.
Okay.
I'm working.
Okay.
I'm working back. Yes. Okay. Yes, Pal, I'd love for you to come back, and I want to see your stuff that you made. Okay. Yes. Thanks for coming in, Pal. I appreciate it. But yeah, this corner to corner, I designed poorly. Designed it poorly. I mean, it's cute. I'm not saying that. It's super cute. But count. But it's, yeah, all this color change at the bottom is nightmarish. Okay. Because I did not plan ahead. I just looked at how it looked on the graph. Didn't think about how that would work out. Oh, That's my problem.
I've got to get my colors ready. I need some bags, I think.
Are you you need project bags, is that what you're saying, or something like that?
I need project bags, I think, because what ends up that's like part of my I don't want to start another project.
Yep.
Because it's like I get so many projects sitting here on my couch and my table. It starts stressing me out to have
Right.
all this junk around me.
That totally makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. So I need to get bag. I need to put it in bags. I guess I'm gonna have to.
You said you don't really have any of the reusable grocery bags, right? Because those were just fine. But if you don't have them,
I guess I could
that
empty
over.
my. I need to empty my Victoria's Secret bag out because I use it sometimes and it's just got yarn sitting in there. I like to use it for a project bag. I got this other project bag I need to probably put my blanket project in. But I also, as much as I don't want more than like a couple of projects out, I like having 2 of them out and not in their bags so I can just sit down and start crocheting.
Right. Well, yeah, too. But you want to be able to put them away so the kitties don't get a hold of them, etc.
Right. Because this kitty cat has gotten so much hair on this blanket. Like, I'm going to have to.
You'll have to wash it, right?
Probably have to
Resend
wash it before I send it. Yeah. See, the other ones, they didn't get on like this. But since the cats have gotten more comfortable with me, like I was seeing all kinds of hair on this blanket earlier.
Adding another color and another bobbin.
I guess I probably shouldn't be leaving it out. I guess is what I'm trying to figure out here.
How many months did you actually get to do Chef Lori's Mystery Yarn Challenge?
Only 2.
Only 2, okay. Because one lady that sent me yarn did send me a project bag. I'll show you. Oh, I think it was.
I sent yarn to Charlena. Is it Charlena or Charlena?
Charlena.
I sent yarn to Charlena and I sent yarn to. Oh, I sent yarn the first time to Jennifer.
Oh, to Jennifer. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So this is the bag that I got. Not this. It wasn't this December, obviously, because NYC was with. There was no NYC at all in December, but the previous December, I want to say it was Julie from. Let me show the inside of that bag. It doesn't have any pockets or anything.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, that's got all the different colors of yarn that I need for this project.
Is that
because I don't do that.
An open top or what?
What's that?
Is that just got an open top or what?
Yeah, this is very basic. I've got like actual legit project bags with the grommets in it and all the pockets and all that.
Yeah.
That particular one is just, it's holding all my yarn.
I don't
Because
think
most of my yarn is currently clipped to the project.
I don't feel like I would use the grommets.
I did and then regretted it. That was my experience. So take that however you want to.
Yeah, I don't think I would use them because what if I need to get rid of the bag? Like, then you got the yarn. I guess you got to cut it and read where you attach.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is what you would have to do.
I don't want to do that.
No. We all know how Lori feels about cutting yarn. I don't know how you feel about cutting yarn, but I freaking hate it.
Cutting yarn?
Yeah, I hate cutting it. It feels wasteful to me, and I don't like it. You wouldn't think I would be such a miser about my yarn, but I am.
I didn't know Lori felt that way.
Oh, you didn't know I felt that way?
Oh, I thought when you said Lori, I thought you
I meant me. I would have said Chef Lori if I meant her. No, me. I'm neurotic.
Oh yeah, I don't like it. I don't like my yarn to be pulled apart. I don't like the
Hate it.
cats to eat my yarn in half. It makes me mad. And I don't like to cut it and tie on unless I need to change a color.
You know what?
And I want to use every single bit, like almost to the point of, oh, I still have this much yarn left. What else can I put on this project so it uses the rest?
Right, exactly.
Uh,
It's oh my gosh. I have a so it turns out I need another orange bobbin.
mm-hmm.
So,
All right, Michael.
by Michael, I feel better. I'm hoping you get relief from Tuesday. I know how much I look forward to my Botox, and my Vyepti is coming up. They're kind of alternated every 6 weeks. So I know how it is. The closer you get to that day that you're going to get your therapy, the more pain you tend to experience because it kind of wears off, right? But feel better if you can. Take care of yourself. All right. And I love it. Tag paper I cut on. Get new style made up these. I'm going to buy the tag paper. What's tag paper?
I'm not sure exactly. I'm assuming she just means like
sticky
butcher paper in some kind of paper to do a pattern with. Maybe tag paper is what they actually call the thin pattern tissue. Whatever she's using to make the pattern is how I read that.
Now that's sewing patterns. That's a whole different thing. I
I've
don't.
never heard it called that, but that doesn't mean that she's not. She probably knows better than me. She's been actively sewing for a while.
Okay. Oh, I started adding the wrong yarn. I'm off screen here for a sec, just dealing with putting yarn on a bobbin here momentarily.
Like cardstock is what.
Oh, like cardstock. Okay, so thicker.
Yep.
Okay.
Sturdy tear-resistant paper used to make tags and labels, also known as tag stock.
Oh, okay. I'm there now. Oh, sorry, it's kind of quiet. Dealing with my having to make another bobbin because I thought I only needed 3, but it turns out I need 4. Sorry if anybody's counting. Sorry if I messed you up.
4.
For her orange bobbins.
Oh, are you doing more than one basketball or?
Nope, one basketball.
But
you can't carry your yarn through the black. So I didn't realize I had a row where I needed 4 sections. Because you can't carry yarn like that. That's why I said if you're going to do a corner to corner graph gown, do something straightforward like the dinosaur. Because if you do the dinosaur, then you won't have the issues I'm having with all the color changes and having to have multiples of the same color. Because yes.
Or do a difficult one and just know that you got to mess with a bunch of bobbins.
Right. Be prepared. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, can I figure out a way to carry it? Nope. I needed a 4th and I just didn't realize. All right. I'm sorry, it's quiet. I don't have music set up. I have nothing set up. Because just even getting Restream set up because I was out of StreamYard hours was a challenge.
I don't feel like we're being quiet.
No, we're not that quiet? Okay.
I mean, I don't feel like we're being quiet. I mean, I guess we have lulls in conversation sometimes.
It's just natural. Yes. No, it's not like unnatural quiet. It's just I hope it doesn't sound like or feel like dead air out there, as they call it in the radio biz, right?
See, Linda says that's half the challenge of using it, the tangled yarn.
Well, I'm only having I have very little tangled yarn as long as I keep my bobbins attached like I should. I needed another bobbin and didn't realize it of the orange. So that is what I'm dealing with. It is not actually on the...
My plans this week is crochet all day. I'm gonna crochet my
I
life.
think I just babysit on Tuesday, I hope. I will have to look. Oh, unless my son-in-law is out of town, then I might have Thursday. Yes, I did miss you. I did notice, but that's okay. We were, you missed MDL Michael. He was in here earlier. That was just an end that I cut really weird. All right, I'll show you. Just winding another bobbin. But the yarn tangles were not from this. The yarn tangles were from me not having enough bobbins. And I put that red dot there to show that's where I'm at. Or kind of. It's above where I'm at. I need to actually go in there and change that back to orange. I probably made this bobbin too big, but that's fine. Whatever. All right. That's probably plenty of yarn. And I will cut it cleaner this time too. There we go. So I will show, I think I showed this in my live, the random live replacement for, let me fix this real quick. So I just got to here. So what I do is I put red where I'm about to go. Now I'm going to change the colors on there to show that I have already done them, just like I did that black. And then I had changed that to white because I was counting and I was struggling to count. So I need to change that too. Now, if I was on the computer, I can just touch and drag, by the way, I just discovered. So if you're going to use Stitch Fiddle, do it on the computer. Let me fix that. Because then you can just drag it. And it was so much easier to do little sections. Oh my gosh, it was like fantastic. So I just finished row 29. And you can see it's not terribly large. While I throw things on the floor. Because that's how I do. I cannot reach it. Because, of course, it fell exactly where I couldn't reach it. Not that you're all seeing me get up and walk, but I'm sure you can hear that I am in a very different spot than I just was.
I couldn't tell, actually.
No, it doesn't sound any different. Wow, this microphone is good. I just went around the other side of my desk. Okay, let me find something to measure with. Now, again, I'm doing half double crochets, so the dimensions might be a little bit different. I'm
I'm gonna mute myself. BRB.
Okay. So I'm going to measure. Oops. Some bobbins came unattached. Hold on a second. Oh, that's the new one. I have not attached that. I need another clippy. I need a clip. Oof. Let me see. Oh, there's a little clip. It's like if I just have big clips, that's going to be a sad day. All right. Man, is that attached somewhere? No. Where does that one belong? Oh, that's the one I'm about to use. Oh my gosh, my brain. See, I only have 3 attached right now. Ridiculous. All right. So I just finished row 29. It's half double crochet, so I'm anticipating this. I'm so sorry. Being in the vicinity of like 27 inches, just because this will be more precise than my, oh, it's even less than that. So at 29 boxes or 29 rows, it's only about 21 inches, give or take. So I might actually end up going in and kind of stretching this to make sure. Let's see how far I have to go. Let's see. So 29. Okay, so I'm more than halfway. Oh, that's fine then. 29 times 2 is no. So I'm going to go. Let's see. How many back do I go, which would be half of 48, which would be 24. There. Okay. I'm going to measure to that point, because this would be halfway. Right there. And halfway along the side is 15 and a half-ish inches. So it's going to be 30, 31 inches going this direction. And then the other direction, it's not going to be as big because I only have 10 rows to go there. So I don't want to figure out the proportions, but I might end up kind of almost blocking this a little bit, stretching it out a little bit. But I'm trying not to have the big holes that you usually get with a corner to corner, which you can see with the methods that I do. That it's pretty minimal holes. Anyway, so yeah, so I guess it's going to be 30 by at least 24. Probably 25 or 26 if I were to guess. Now I was just talking into my bookcase. Hopefully it wasn't too. Okay, so Linda, what's really funny is we're using, who's headed out? Are you going bye-bye, Dorothy? Okay, it was so nice that you stopped in. I appreciate it. Hi, Tina, just saw that. So I'm having to use, I'll let Camille answer that. Everybody that just popped in, what's going on is that I had to use Restream because I was out of free StreamYard hours. So both of us are adapting to Restream. We hadn't tried it before, so we're trying it. We're seeing how it goes. So far, it's very similar, but what's really funny is on the chat, Linda, where you just did the hand emoji, it literally says hand pink waving. It doesn't show the emoji, it describes the emoji, which I think is funny. But yes, Tina, we're doing all right. Camille had to go do something real quick. I'm working on this corner to corner. I'm going to have to add a new bobbin. So let me actually show you what I'm going to have to do here. Because I'm going to need that black to come straight up. So I'm actually going to chain 1 and turn like as if I'm decreasing here, but I'm not. And I'm going to carry that yarn up to the top corner. And then I'm going to add an orange bobbin here and add that on. And now I'm in, that's the tail. Okay. And I'm going to slip stitch around that, pull that down. And then I'm going to chain one there. I'm going to leave that there now. We're not actually decreasing here on my pattern. I just needed the black up where it's going to be used again. Again, if don't start by designing your own, because you'll probably end up like me and have too many color changes and want to cry a little bit. But it's okay. It's okay. I am now on the back side of this. Push it kind of like that. Just don't want that big ball of yarn. This is my new one that I'm going to have to add down here. I'm going to add it down at the bottom.
Okay, sorry. I'm back.
Linda has joined and she would like to know what you're working on, Camille.
I'm working on my octopus, my mystery octopus. It's a mystery only to those that are new to my channel. It's a mystery tonight only to those that are new to you. It's not really a mystery.
Was it on your list?
Yes, and I'm about to change that because I'm not happy with it.
You said you were.
I need some gators in my life, and it's not in the book, so we're gonna do some gators.
So we're saying we're going off book and
Going off the book.
It's
Just like
fine.
anybody being off the hook, I'm going off the book.
yeah, they're not going to give you the patterns you need. I don't know. I have never purchased a pattern book. However, I do have some pattern books. You might notice them in the background of my video tomorrow, if that ever actually uploads, so that I can put it on YouTube. Anyway, it's I promise it won't make you as dizzy or stressed out with my yarn. I was much more I don't know. The way I handled the filming of it should be a little less stressful for all of you. So it shouldn't look like pure insanity and chaos. Because, yeah, sadly, that's what it looks like most of the time, right? I still have so much 4-weight yarn. It's ridiculous. So my yarn tomorrow is, so the little preview is my big fat yarn is what I labeled it.
Oh, yeah. Let's watch some big fat yarn. That's right up my alley.
So it's all of my 5-weight, 6-weight, and 7-weight yarn.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And Camille's going to be like, ooh, I like that one, and I like that one. No, actually, a lot of these are not particularly, what would be the right way to describe that? Not particularly special, I guess. Maybe that's the right word. One of them is very special. It's this. It's, what do you call this style, guys, of yarn? Can you see that?
Is it chain?
I think it's chain.
Chain.
It's labeled as 6, and it says it's labeled a 6-weight, but it tells you to use a 15-millimeter hook. That is not a 6-weight, my friends. That is a 7-weight, right?
I mean, that looks bigger than a 6-weight to me.
Oh yeah, it is. It absolutely is. I talk about that in the video. It's actually rainbow colored, but that's
cool.
Yeah, it's a bag I made, but that's in there too. But yeah, no, that is not a 6-weight yarn, right? Your secret project, yay! That's exciting. I would very much like to finish this project.
Ooh, I want to know the secret.
Neil always wants to know the secrets.
When is this video coming? I want to know the secret. Make sure you tell me when your secret's out, Bridget, because you know how scattered I can get.
All right.
Fat yarn tomorrow with Lori.
What's that?
Fat yarn tomorrow with Lori.
Yes, yarn with me tomorrow.
Secret project video, hopefully coming soon. She finished, so you got to show it, right?
Well, like her wedding dress is done, but we can't see that yet.
Well, we've seen it. We just can't see it on her.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Did you? You need to
I
watch.
don't remember seeing it.
You need to watch her fashion show video, and you'll see her wedding dress. It's just she won't put it on.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I watched that video, but maybe I didn't watch the whole thing. I might have to go back.
Yeah.
I kept getting interrupted on videos today for real.
Yeah,
And-
go watch the whole thing, and you'll see it. It's beautiful.
Okay. Okay, I'll go watch it and I'll watch for that because I thought we didn't even get to see it. All right, let me clip these down before I have a mess. Let me use the big one down here. Drop the hook
I mean,
again.
This octopus is like, it's coming down again to, I guess I don't like making tubes, and that's what I'm having to make. Like, this octopus, I mean, how can you love an octopus as much when you've made Ingrid?
Right. Ingrid's special.
So
Those octopus hats, the tentacles were not tubes. I didn't mind it.
So then it's like, this octopus is cute. It's going to be cute in its own way. I'm glad that I used this yarn on it because now it's given me an idea for my alligator, right? So,
Right.
It wasn't a useless project because I learned from it. But I mean, do I love this octopus as much as Ingrid? No.
Yeah, but Ingrid took way longer.
Well, this octopus feels like it's taken forever.
But you just started it yesterday, didn't you?
Well, no, this octopus is got started 2 weeks ago. Like this head was done
Really?
a few days after I did that last amigurumi video. But then it was like, make 8 tubes. And I was just like, yeah, pass. So it's just been sitting here staring at me.
Literally.
Literally staring at me going, aren't you going to make me? I can't swim yet. Yeah, I should have probably, Bridget, but now I'm on my 5th leg. Like, I might as well do it this way. I didn't think I was going to have enough yarn, but what I didn't realize was there was stuff on my yarn tray that was covering up the bottom of this ball. So I thought I only had this much yarn left. Right.
Oh.
So I was freaking out, but then when I moved stuff off my tray, because my tray's got so much stuff on it, I realized, I do have enough for all the legs. Because look.
Oh, that's
I have plenty. But there was so much stuff on my tray, it was like, I thought I had that much. So, yeah. Oops. That's why I need to clear out some stuff. Here, take your book, babe.
Well, they gave me a book.
Oh, yeah. My husband's been reading a book all day long.
Oh, for work, for school.
The ultimate history of the 80s teen movie.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Is it interesting?
It's all right.
It's just all right. Okay.
It's kind of like a lot of just anecdotes about the movies strung together.
Oh, okay. It's like John Hughes movies. It's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a good long bit about John Hughes.
Yeah.
I didn't know he did Weird Science.
Yeah.
Also, though, yeah.
Was that his first big breakout?
No, that was Weird Science was later. It was after.
Oh, it was later. Okay.
Yeah, it was after Breakfast Club and what's the other one?
16 Candles.
16 Candles. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 16 Candles. Yeah.
Two movies my mother didn't want me to watch that I went and watched anyway.
I loved John Hughes movies. One that's a little bit, I think it's John Hughes, that's a little bit smaller movie or less known. It's called Better Off Dead
Uh-huh.
with John Cusack, and it's so funny.
Uh-huh. I feel like I've seen that, but I can't remember exactly what it was about.
If I say I want my $2, does that at all sound familiar?
No.
No? Okay. You
I wonder
if you've seen the whole movie, remember that line?
I wonder if I'd missed that one then.
That it's quite possible because you're just enough younger than me. I feel like I was like a junior or senior in high school.
But then I would have been a freshman, so you would
Yeah.
think.
Well, the title didn't necessarily do it
Uh-huh.
service.
But I liked 16 like all of the characters in
Oh, yeah.
16 Candles.
They were all relatable, right? That's what he did that was different,
Yeah.
at least in my opinion. I would be curious if the book agrees.
And then, I mean, of course I liked it. She sewed her own prom dress. Like,
Right.
you know, I was super into that at that age.
I had a student who entered a contest for duct tape, the brand.
Uh-huh.
If you made your dress and your partner's like suit or whatever, all completely out of duct tape,
Uh-huh.
then you could enter in a contest, and she made her prom dress look like a peacock. It was beautiful.
Oh,
But
wow.
but somebody actually did nicer. As far as where is everyone, I'm not sure. It will be like Shannon's Layla head. There it is. There it is, Linda. I know there were a bunch of people, and then we talked about some kind of intense stuff and like what's allowed on YouTube, what's not allowed on YouTube, and I think that could be where everybody went bye-bye before Linda got here. I don't know. That's just my suspicion, and that's fine. And I think Chef Lori say she was actually working? I think she is.
I don't
I
know.
could be wrong.
She's been missing from mine lately, so I don't know if she just like can't say anything or she's moved on or what.
Yeah. She was in here earlier. She did say hi, but that was like right at the beginning. And that's the last I really saw from her. But anyway, and then I managed to confuse you because I said, Lori doesn't like cutting yarn, but I was talking third person because, you know, I hate cutting yarn.
Uh-oh, I went too far.
But anyway, that way. Would I do this pattern differently if I did it again? Yes, I would. I'm moving that black to where it's going to need to be for the next, but I'm not actually going to be using the black. So now it needs clipped. I definitely prefer these plastics to these little wooden cats. The cats are way cuter, but it's annoying. All right. So I leave the loop there. It's fine. You don't have to do it that way. I just do it that way.
Okay, 3 more.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have this done tonight and can finish my video and move on to my gator.
Yeah, like I said, um I have to deal with my Monday yarn management video as soon as we're done here. I'm on the back side. Okay, so I want that yarn on this side. Dropped the bobbin I was using. Gosh darn it. See, just don't do a design like this with color changes so close together. Ugh. What did I drop? I don't even know what I dropped. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have dropped the yarn there if I had tried. It went like forward. It went like forward under the desk. That's why I wasn't seeing it. It's weird. Anyway, had a mind of its own for a second. All right. Oh, oh. Yeah, that is right. Okay. Bring me around. Messy. So messy. You don't want it to be like this. But again, actual pattern designers that know what they're doing. Oh, here's some tweezers for my diamond painting. Need to put those in my diamond painting bag that, says it's talking about crochet, but,
Do I smell coffee?
Hmm?
I was asking my husband if I smelled coffee,
Oh, nice.
and he said yes.
You did ask for some, so.
I said something, but I wasn't sure if he had actually gone in there because, I get a little bit into my own business. I won't realize he's gotten up and walked off and came back, and then I'll say something. He's like, "I just went to da da da," and it's like, "You did? I thought you've been sitting here the whole time." This has got my head in the clouds. I often have my head in the clouds, though.
I like my head in the clouds most of the time.
It's nice there.
It is. It's a happy place.
It's my happy place.
This is only 2. Okay.
Then I realized my husband ain't there, and I have to come back to Earth and be like, "Hey, where have you been?"
This time the black has to come across, and I actually get to use it because it's coming straight across. Definitely not a simple pattern, I will tell you that. Some of it's very easy. Once I get past this basketball part, I still got a little bit before I do the football on the other end. I'm definitely going to have to get into my container of this needs to go here. My container of clips, because I'm going to need them on the other end because I have so many down here. There's that orange bobbin went again because I didn't clip it down. And see, it'll be straight across there. This black, as soon as I work it up, it like pulls so thin. Okay. Pick up a yarn bobbin off the floor because I didn't clip it down. And I have 5 million clips down here. All right. Where am I?
this one.
That way a little bit.
Can I type in here? I can't type in the messages, I guess, here. Ooh, that I don't like about Restream.
I can type. Look,
Where?
I'm just literally typing to be weird. I swore I enabled that. Let me see if there's a way I can enable that.
Me
Let me
to
go.
type?
For you to be able to type, yes.
Uh,
Wonder if there's. I swore there was a whole thing.
there's not even a place for me to like.
So over in chat at the very bottom, there's not a type a message.
There's a private chat.
So you click chat and you're not seeing the chat.
I see the chat, but I
Okay,
can't.
but there's not a type a message.
There's not a place for me to hit to type a message on the regular chat.
Weird, because there is for me. So it might be something I didn't put in, but I thought I did. So I just noticed they give you the option of clicking record, so you could record, I guess, simultaneously. I don't know.
I
why.
can.
Well, I can, but I thought I set it so that you would be able to do everything I could do.
Huh.
But I could be wrong. I swear there were special settings for the guest, and I thought I turned everything on for you, but maybe I didn't. And yes, excuse my weird. I was literally just making sure it would actually type. All the deleted messages, yeah. Yeah, okay. So you saw the deleted messages. Yeah, I don't even know if any of the people that were here at that time are still here. I doubt it. I think it's just my homies now, which is fine. And my neighbor might have already gone to bed. I'm not sure. She was here earlier. Let me see when Chef. I feel like she just said hi and that was it. Let me see. It's not very cooperative. Come on. Yeah, looking. Yeah, armchair chef. It was like right at the beginning. 3 minutes in. And then that might be the last I saw her. Yep, that was the last I saw her. So she must have and then I was a dork and I called Chuck Megan, but whatever. Well, there was a comment about the Olympics. And oh yes, Chuck has the headache, and remember yesterday that started. I wish I had more. Is she back? Or did she need to take a break? She might have needed to take a break. Yeah. So I can say hi, y'all. I can type in. So what did I do?
I don't know.
If Bridget said she's never been able to restream.
It just doesn't have it.
Oh, it says that the guest isn't. Oh, Chef, we were just seeing if you were still here. You're listening. Okay. I had a feeling that was the case. I just didn't know what the circumstance was. No, we were specific. I had managed to confuse Camille when I said Lori hates cutting yarn, but I was talking in the third person about how much I hate cutting yarn. And so I minimized how much yarn I cut. So I was just, you're on your lunch now. See, I thought you were working. I remembered right. And there's Tina saying hi. Now, Lori, can you see Tina? Camille, can you see Tina? Because I know the other night there was a challenge with that, right?
Well, it was like she wasn't there and then she was.
Oh, that's right. It blipped, right?
Yeah.
I remember now. But I haven't seen another yarn yet, so that's the real test when Chef Lori and another yarn Shannon are both in there because Chef can never see another yarn, which is really sad. She can't see her in the chat. I should be very specific. They can see each other's material and all that stuff.
She'll cut the knots out rather than untangle them, huh?
So
Yeah.
she's the opposite of
She's
me.
the
I'm
opposite.
neurotically like
Uh-huh.
saving my yarn, which it's not like I have a lack of yarn, is it now, people? Oh, and Chef, tomorrow my yarn management will be all my big fat yarns, is what it's called. All my big fat yarns.
Hi, Chef.
I can't. I'll
Check
cut
that.
them. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought, Chef, that you and I were very opposite in that regard. Like, oh, I don't know why I'm so neurotic about it. It's not like I have a lack of yarn. I barely ever lose at Yarn Chicken. I have lost a couple times, and it turned out I didn't even lose on that sweater because I had more than what I took out of that other cake. I have it all shoved into that other cake now.
Mhm.
The 29 and a half yards from each sleeve is what it turned out to be. That's a lot in big yarn.
Mhm.
So this ball here, so this yarn, this whole ball is 42 yards, and I believe I have 2 pockets in this purse. I know you can't really fully see it, but I freaking love that this yarn is gorgeous. It
You
has 2
missed me last night, Camille. I was on. You missed me.
yeah, she went on after I did, Chef,
Uh-huh.
which I thought she was, but just different. It was just different than the one that was planned
Mhm.
because some adjustments needed to be made. Is that a good way to say that?
Mhm. I was creating my happy still.
Yeah, off creating you're happy. Just different. But the cardigans, so they're due to you by the 28th, correct?
If someone wants to be in my video that I'm gonna make, they need to send me an email with a picture of themselves in the cardigan.
By
If
when?
if someone wants to enter the challenge to try to win some hand dyed yarn, then they need to have a short or a video with at least 30 seconds of dancing in it, and a link to me by the 28th. Also, yeah.
Right.
I'm always scared I'm going to leave something out when I explain all that.
Okay. I'm responding to an email from Chef. Okay. I get back out of there and go back in my pattern. And now, let me just verify that I can go. Yes, I can go all this color the rest of the way. So let me hook this down. This is the back side. That is the one thing. That's where it's really valuable to know your front and your back. So you want to put your bobbins on the back side if you're using bobbins. So that is the thing I would say. I feel like Teal Yarn Crafts was the one that said that. Was it Teal? That you wanted to always make sure that your yarn was in the back. Or was that other lady that has like tons and tons and tons of C2C? I don't know. I don't know if it matters as much on On yours, because you're just using one yarn, right?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah. Your C2C is just the same yarn, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Linda, I watched, I think, almost to the end. As far as I know, that person never showed up and they were just going to be contacting her. As far as I saw, I was like, oh, that's painfully relatable because that's the kind of thing that would happen to me. Or, life happens and we just. It was somebody named Pamela or something, right? That's all I recall. Okay, I'm gonna put this down in my lap. All right. One more color change and then a whole bunch of crocheting finally. Kind of tired of all the color changes, but it's gonna look great.
How
But
big is it? Is it like a Levy size, or is it going to be?
no, this is bigger. I did measure it while you were off camera. It's going to be approximately 30 inches wide and about 25 inches tall, I guess. I'm going to probably add a border simply to make it bigger. Because I don't love that size. I really like at least 32. But we'll see. We'll see. It's big, definitely bigger than the baseball diamond. That one went really quick, right? For me. The sleeping bear was taking me effing forever, but that's because I made it too dang big. So just to compare, oh shoot. Let me fix that.
Now wait a minute. You're still working on the sleeping bear.
No, the sleeping bear has been completely ripped out. This is all that's left of the sleeping bear was this corner.
Oh, that's right. Because you were going to have the bear with the balls,
Yes.
and now
Yes.
you're taking the bear out because it was going to be too big.
It's going to be too
That's
big.
Okay, you're right.
This is 48 by 38 squares, which is not inches. It's less, especially with half double crochets, it's less than an inch. But the other one was like 108 by 98 or something ridiculous like that. Oh my gosh. And the color changing was differently obnoxious than this. I know this is just temporary. I'm going to clip that on one of my cans. All right. So now I can actually get going.
I forgot that you had pulled that out. I was thinking it was separate. But,
The big frog, the big frog of last Friday.
I mean, I just sat there and watched you frog it, but I forgot that was the
Well,
same.
right. Because I had so little of the bear, it makes sense that did not connect.
Yeah.
That was the bear because the bear was barely there. Sounds like I'm creating poetry.
The bear was very. It sounds like you're trying to make a song.
Yes, I was making a song. I made some songs in the frogging video. We definitely need Ryan to make a frog song.
Oh yeah. Oh, we could get that demon frog next time it rains. I'm telling you, I don't know what kind of frog it's called. There is a frog that it never fails. I'll be outside in the middle of the night and that thing screeches. I can't even attempt to make the sound that frog makes. But if y'all heard it, and I'll try to get it on video.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I'll try to get on. That thing scares the you-know-what out of me, and I think that there's a dang demon. It sounds like a demon frog. If there is a demon frog, that's what it sounds like.
So when I lived up in the mountains, we had an owl that was probably 1.5 to 2 feet tall. So this was a big owl, and it would sit in the tree, and oh my gosh, if it decided it was going to be screechy, it was horrible. Now, as long as it was just doing the hoo-hoos, that was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But the screeching, oh,
Focus factor. Linda says we need some focus factor.
for me.
I don't know. She said you girls, so both of us.
Oh, you mean like actual talk about like the same thing consistently? I don't think. Are we is that possible for us?
I don't know. That's not how we talk.
It's just we're all over the map, and that is focus factor.
I've also been crocheting off and on for 10 hours. So
She has been crochet all day for real.
crochet, like, I'm not even joking when I say I'll crochet all day. Like, I'd really crochet all day most of the time.
Oh, you're so lucky. I'm so jealous.
I'm
I
lucky.
haven't had a crochet all day in so long.
And I mean, I had fun yesterday. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, it was a lot of little things making me in a bad mood last night.
Well, and yeah, and I mean,
and part of that's I didn't get to
couldn't
sit there
crochet.
like, I mean,
That's why I was so mad. They admitted me to the hospital that one time, and they kept me from doing my crochet because they had me hooked up to so many things. I'm like, and for nothing. It's very annoying. If it was for something, I wouldn't have had the same feeling about it. But Doogie Howser said I needed to stay in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's not the one that said I had an abnormality.
Just kidding, she says.
Yeah. No. I think people would be confused if we were super focused at one point. Like, they'd be like, wait, they haven't changed subject 72 times.
What are they talking about? We were talking about something, and now they're talking about demon frogs and screeching owls.
And screech owls. I don't know. It was the most beautiful owl I've ever seen in my life. I don't know. It was huge.
Fukushima's looking at you, Linda.
Fukushima.
Fukushima.
What kind? Is that even around the eyes? Is that the same yarn? It looks fuzzy.
No, it's different. Okay. It's just
fuzzy. So.
It's my plain purple yarn that's been sitting here. I was like, oh yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah, no, that's perfect because they stand out then. But that's also part of why it looked like an owl.
Uh-huh.
And now you're like, I should have just turned this into an owl, right?
Stare at Linda, little octopus. Focus on Linda. Do you see her? Is she being good? How'd you like that, Linda?
I have 3 packages I need to send, but like until you get your package, I'm like nervous to send any packages. But it does sound like a Dallas problem.
I think it's a Dallas problem, but
that's what we needed.
I'm going to be mad. Now it's going to be my own fault, right? It's going to be my own fault if those blankets don't get there until the 28th, right? Because I could have sent them 2 months ago. So I can't really blame them. However, I'm going to be a little salty if that post office don't get them package out of Dallas and get that to Florida. Like, I mean,
right,
my gosh, I could have driven there and gotten back already.
It's true. You could have.
You know, gone and spent some days at the beach on the way. Right, Thor.
If only Ryan could take random days off like that, right?
No, his parents are in Florida.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was just saying because as a teacher, it's a nightmare to try to take days off. That's all.
Yeah, he's only got like 2 days left for the year.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah, like I can't remember, but he had to take some days. Well, some of them were for school. He had to take multiple days off this year. School, my mammogram, because I won't go by myself.
Does it make you nervous because of your history or family history?
No, I just, something happened when my mom
Gotcha.
passed,
Gotcha.
and I can't stand being at hospitals. I don't want to be at the dentist. I
Got it.
get mega anxiety. I need him there to tell
So
me
you
it's all
need him
right.
there for any kind of
Just,
doctors.
just
Got it.
emotional support for any
Yeah,
kind of.
no, I get it.
I used to not be that way, but I just can't do it by myself now. I don't, nor do I want to. Like, I don't want to overcome it. Like, just come be with me when I got to do that. Right?
There was definitely a time I really needed my husband to go to like all the appointments with me, partially sometimes because I didn't feel safe driving because of my head or whatever, because it affects my eyes so much.
Yeah.
But part of it was just like it was anxiety and different stuff. But then now it's like with his schedule, there's no way. I have to be able to go to appointments on my own.
I also don't have very much patience because I used to work in the medical field.
Yeah.
And I know how things are run, and I'm not a very good or nice patient. And I know that about myself, and I'm way better if my husband's with me.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
he kind of keeps you from
He keeps me
going to
grounded.
to the ugly patient place. I get it. I
He just
got it.
keeps me grounded, and everything's all better if he's there. But
My
yeah.
sister and I are always the patients that everybody wants to come hang out with because she and I are like night and day. Like we're so different, but like she's super nice. Okay, I'm not nice compared to my sister. My sister is so nice. And then I am a little bit humorous.
Uh-huh.
So I'm always making jokes, right? Like
Right.
my goal half of the time when I go to a doctor's appointment, how can I get this doctor to laugh?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm usually successful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's just, so we're those people. I mean, my sister is the nicest person. Like I'm serious. If you think I'm nice, imagine about 1,000 times nicer. Like my sister is the nicest person in the world, which is part of how she ended up. Now she is currently raising her grandchildren. But
they train us in all that stuff, and you either get a really nice, fun, joking patient, or you get a mean one.
yeah.
And I'm fine if I take somebody else to the doctor.
Interesting.
I'm just not very nice if I go by myself, so I don't.
Well, you know it about yourself, so that's fine,
Right. But also, in the last 2 years, well, really in the last 5 years, like, okay, I lost my mom, I lost my best friend.
Yeah.
I broke a foot, I broke an ankle, and yeah, it's just not a fun place for me.
Right. Yeah, I've had the surgeries, but they've been pretty, other than the diet afterwards sucked with this last surgery, but the knee surgery, it was only day 3 was rough, but the actual like in the hospital, when they helped me put on my clothes, they kind of pulled out the little port, so I wasn't getting any of the pain meds like directly. I didn't really need them. I really didn't even need that. So if I ever have to do my other knee, I just will say, no, I don't need that. But I do need to stay ahead of on the lowest dose, like I said, of tramadol possible. But I don't. But yeah, in the hospital was fine. They came in and told me right before my knee surgery, the anesthesia team, oh, they just told us that you can't have NSAIDs, so we had to redo your entire anesthesia plan. I'm like, well, at least they read the dang chart, but holy mackerel, that should have been done days ago, right? I don't know, but I have no complaints about in the hospital other than the time they kept me basically for being a woman.
Hmm. Yeah. I've also had like a lot of like things not go like they were supposed to as a patient. So there's that. Yeah. I'm just better off if he's there holding my hand, going, "It's all right. You're okay. Everything's fine."
Right.
Yeah.
And there have been appointments that I've gone to that I needed my husband there to keep me from having extreme anxiety, because
Yeah.
I definitely have experienced that as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, I um, should have had him there with me at the dentist, because that was awful both days.
Hmm.
It wasn't as awful the second day, but good times. Good times at the
Good
doctors.
times. Yeah. Right on. Oh, that's some good coffee I got.
Oh, nice. That kind of makes me want to run downstairs and make some coffee. Oh, it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, it has. You ready to go? You said you could only be on for 2 hours.
I'm kind of only feeling like
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. We might have to, if you're wanting to go mobile, go for it, because, yeah, no, I can feel it in my eyes.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, let's get off then.
Sorry. I did finish
That's
that
okay.
row.
I mean, you said you only had 2 hours. That's good.
Yeah, my head is, it is how it is. And it's, again, when it's impacting my eyes, it's hard for me to like look at the pattern, have the ring light on, have a screen on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If anybody, does anybody know anything about, like, is there like basically like an overlay I can just put a sheet of something across? Oh my gosh, I'm out of it. There we go. Oh my gosh, where am I? Okay. That I could put an overlay over my laptop screen that would like be a blue light blocker. Is there something like that?
I think there is. If you just look on Amazon,
Okay.
I mean, I would probably start by typing in blue light blocker, but I've heard of stuff that you can put on front of your computer.
I might next video that I'm recording where I'm having ring lights, and again, this ring light's up a little higher so it's not as obnoxious because it's all the way behind the camera.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys will see me in my very special
Glasses.
glasses that block out all the different kinds of lights, so fluorescence won't give me a headache.
Yeah.
I wear them in the store all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I use them as sunglasses too, but really they're for the artificial lights that bother me. But it's all good. But that's, I mean,
Right.
it doesn't look like much, but you're starting to see the basketball there, right?
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
And the rest is just boring. Well, I mean, I actually love the way this colorway is working up.
Yeah.
But I was saying I might have to block it a little bit, stretch it, because I feel like it's pulling in on the side. So that probably means my tension's really inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. It's not like crazy curved. It's just a little bit. How bad would it be if I changed hooks right now? Hook sizes right now. I'm just kidding. I'm way too far. No turn back. Can I just pretend that this was all done in a 6.5 instead of the 5.5 that I'm using? It's all right. It's because when I was doing that big giant sleeping bear, was the right hook. But I'm glad I didn't rip out all of it because I got something out of that project. But yeah, me and my Midwest goodbyes. I'm terrible at it, huh?
You are.
So,
Just
are
say,
you?
all right, y'all have a great day. Click.
Are you thinking? Yeah, Camille. Are you thinking you'll go live?
I have no idea. I mean, maybe.
Okay.
Y'all know how I am.
You just, yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And here, I'll move all this and you can see. There was a night I decided I needed to diamond paint, so I did add a color off screen.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it's filling in a lot more.
Yeah.
Does it need to be that way? Yeah, I went too far, but you can kind of see. So I'm thinking about taping, because all this painter's tape is not the best tape, as you know. Thinking about moving that to one of these. This is just like a lap table thing. And then that way I could have it anywhere.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't have to be, well, plus my cat won't step on it as much. I could put it somewhere the cat can't get to it. So you got the whole head. How many legs did you get? Or tentacles or whatever?
I've got two more. I don't know how many I actually did, but I've got 2 more left. I know I did 1. I might have.
Well, I meant total, yeah. So 2 more.
I
So
mean,
you've done
8 legs. I got 8 legs total to make. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 and a bit.
2 and a tiny bit, right?
2 and a tiny bit, yeah. Because this is almost.
That's number 6 or that's number 7?
This is number 6.
Number 6, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys are all great. Thanks for coming in. Sorry there was chaos in the beginning. It seems like most of you missed the chaos in the little one section, but appreciate you all being here. And Tuesday night I'll be on again, and then I think Camille will be on after me again in that case.
I'll be on for sure tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central.
Oh, and you'll be on tomorrow night. Yes, that's right.
For sure at 8 p.m. Central. I might be on later tonight. Might be on tomorrow. I don't know, but for sure 8 p.m. Central.
For sure tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, Tuesday, I think Chef is coming on with me. But again, it'll have to be restreamed. So I'm going to see if there's any way I can do a setting so she could chat in the or type in the chat. But we'll see. Mm-hmm. She always has another device going anyway. So
yeah.
But I'm not sure. I think I want to work on a rich textured designs, but I could still be stuck working on this because honestly, like, I got to get this done. That baby is due in like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
It's a first baby, so maybe it'll wait those 2 weeks, but you just don't know.
Yeah.
It was so nice to see Michelle M in your chat.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I had sent her a message on one of her videos. I watched her old video again, even though I'd seen it, and just said, hey, thinking about you, hoping everything's good with the grands. And then she showed up and I was so happy. And she did reply to me too, but
yeah, I went and said something as well.
Oh, you did too. Perfect. See?
So I wanted to make sure she was like, all right.
She knew that everybody was thinking about her too.
Yeah.
I think that's important because her grandbaby stuff going on. So, and I need to see more of the pig, Bridget. All the pig. That pig is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the pig's name. Do you remember the pig's name?
Aria.
That's
Aria.
Right. Yeah.
I say area, but you know.
I have to pronounce it that way so I can picture, because you say area. I was a math teacher. I'm picturing like square footage. Okay. Area. So Aria, for my own brain, I have to do it that way. But yes, you picked out your neck stitch. Which one did you pick, Linda? I was looking at so many incredible stitches. I got to know what you picked, and then I'll actually get off. What'd you pick? Because I got to make sure my video is uploaded for tomorrow. So in general, while we're waiting for Linda, because I know there's a lag, in general, Camille, do you feel like you do like the StreamYard a little better, right?
I mean, I don't have a problem with the restream.
It was just the chat thing, right?
The chat threw me because I thought I would be able to type, but I mean, I don't think. I mean, it's whatever. Thanks.
Yeah, because I'm out of hours. That's the only reason. Thank you so much, Bridget, for stopping by. And yes, your pig is the cutest. So cute. So cute. All right.
All right.
It kind of looks like a jack-o'-lantern.
It does.
That's funny. Oh, you took a video. Is it posted of the piggy pig?
Of her pig, I bet.
I
Well, she
yeah, I
has
want
a
to.
short, but
I did try to watch. I tried. Linda, I was trying to catch up on shorts because I missed a few of her shorts. Tina, I don't know if you've posted anything. Okay, yeah, my body's saying, you
Yeah.
done, girl.
just say, okay, y'all have a
Okay.
good night. See you later. Click.
Love you all. Bye bye. Bye bye. I gotta end it.